mothers out there. Woo! Thank you. I got to be a mother a few times. It's a sad story today, though. My friend Dwayne, my best friend, he and I grew up together and been together for many years as best buds. And my wife despises shopping. She will not go into a mall. She worked in a mall when she was in high school. She will not go into one. I love to shop. I like anything that sparkles. I like all that. So I like shopping. So Dwayne and I would get my son Mason, put him in the stroller, and go shopping at the mall. And we got told all the time how beautiful our child was. And Dwayne would look at me and go, "You're the mom." There you go. So that's my mother's story. Thank you all so much for what you do for your children, mothers. We appreciate you so much, and we love you. There's a lot going on here at Spotlight, lots of ways to get involved too. But I want to point out some shows coming up. Next weekend, our little biddies are doing The Jungle Book, and we are so excited about that. Actually, Sterling is in this show, so you'll see him pop up in the rainbow scene in a little bit. He is playing Baloo the bear. So it's a really fun cast, and we're super excited about that. That same weekend, we also have our middle school group doing The Curse of the Cobra's Kiss. And that is one of those Agatha Christie style mysteries, but this one's got some comedy in it, kind of make it light for that age group. Then after that, our high school group, which I would put up against any college in the area, is doing Little Mermaid. So I encourage you to bring your families to see Little Mermaid. You will not be disappointed. And lastly, our next adult show with the Bluegrass Players. This is our community group, by the way, are doing Heist Quest. And that'll be a fun one that interacts with the audience. And it's one of those adventure-style plays. So it has some sword fighting and some other stuff in it, but a lot of comedy associated with it as well. We are busy here. We have 240 performances on the schedule right now. Ooh. Spotlight Acting School is celebrating its 20th anniversary. And of course, our Bluegrass Players, we couldn't make it without our community theater. If you are wanting to get involved with it, you'll see in there a place that says auditions. So the school is over here, that tell you the age groups for the school students, and then over here you will see the Bluegrass Players and the upcoming things for that. One thing I'll point out really quickly, we're going to do a little talent show. If you want to be part of that, you just have to send me a video of what your talent is, and we'll get you in there. That'll be on the 25th, and it's just one of the little things we do to raise funds for the school. We've maintained the ability to not have to turn a student away for financial reasons for 20 years, so we don't want to start. And we survived COVID. And a lot of all of you survived. And we've got a lot of theater friends that did not make it through to the other side, and a lot of theater companies that didn't make it through to the other side, and that is very sad for me, and I'm very grateful that we have been able to do that. So if you want to get involved with this, we'd love to have you as part of our Spotlight family. Go ahead and silence any noise-making devices that you have. I'm going to bring Miss Trudy up now. Woo! Woo! Trudy came to me and she said, I'm writing a musical. Okay. And then Chrissy came to me and said, you should do Trudy's musical. Hint, hint, hint. So, okay. We're in front of people. Don't fight in front of children. All right. So she has this wonderful play that she has written, and she went to put it on stage, and I am very glad to accommodate that. And we do that for people. We love community theater, but this is truly community theater because this isn't our normal actors on stage. She brought like her whole family, including her son over here on the piano, and all kinds of people from her church came who've never been here before, and that was super exciting because we've been doing this for years. We just take it for granted that everybody knows what we do here, but we got a lot going on that people don't know. So she brought a whole lot of people in here that are on the stage today that have never been here in the building before, much less been to a show. So we're super excited to have them, and they are all supporting her, and she's going to tell you a little bit about the journey of getting here. Thank you. Don't forget to tell them that over the next 4 hours for the show that there is an intermission.
I'm more like 5, really. It's about 2 hours in the chapter.
Yes.
Yeah, there's an intermission anyway. Now he's put completely from my head what I was going to say. Those of you from church know this is a common thing in the choir, right, John? It goes through my head. We've got our choir director here, we've got people from our choir, and I'm just so excited. Yes, it's a dream come true, and it began about eight years ago. I went for my monthly piano lesson to a friend in Tennessee who was a concert pianist and is 85% deaf, has perfect pitch. She is a miracle. Anyway, she was playing one of her beautiful compositions based on some theme in Genesis. And just our pastor talks about God sightings and that. Well, this just happened. I suddenly began to see Eve. I saw Eve and Adam, or Adam and Eve, we usually say, right, leaving the garden, dark behind them, sword, angels, fiery sword, and Eve's reaction. So I thought, oh yes, goodbye Eden, farewell paradise, home of love, home of joy, home of peace. And it started to come. Now, it didn't all come just like that. It took some years of working at and the help of friends. Barry, I couldn't have done it without him. And now I couldn't have done it without Edwin because he's playing. So after, on Mother's Day, it's my dream come true. Well, it's been my dream come true for several, this is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th performance now. I'm so grateful. Every member of the cast, they're so different, and they've all worked together amazingly. I'm so glad to see you here, guys. It's just enjoy and just think. Just forget the centuries that have passed. Remember that their joys are our joys. Their hopes are our hopes. Their fears are our fears. They could do it. We can do it too.
Sorry, keyboard wasn't on. I've been sitting here at this keyboard for half an hour and I never turned it on.
than women in the Bible. Women usually take second place. That's going to be different tonight, okay?
I know. Our program tonight is entitled Let Go on Stage. And the first person to come on stage, as you may expect, will be Mother Eden.
So sit back and imagine yourself back in Eden. How would you have felt hearing Eden's gate click shut behind you and knowing you could never go back to your very first home, not even for a short visit?
Dark out here, isn't it, Adam? Oh, it's awfully scary. I can't stand this. Maybe God will let us come back if we can just promise to never do it again.
And how do you think that would work out? That serpent got the best of us, that's for sure. What makes you think he wouldn't do it again?
That's what it sounds like.
Exactly, Adam. Exactly. Glad you understand me so well.
It's cold out here, too. If only God had told me directly not to eat that fruit, I would have taken it more seriously. This came through you.
Oh, as if that would make a difference. Look, Eden is a dream of the past. We got to move on now. We've got to make it on our own. I'll have to make a living, and maybe we can have a son or a daughter, or maybe both.
Having a baby scares me so. I don't have a mother. I don't have a prenatal group. I don't even have a gynecologist.
Oh, but I'll be right there with you, holding your hand. And what you suffer, I'll suffer.
But I'm the one that has to bear the pain of childbirth, remember?
Yeah, okay. You still don't get how men tick, do you?
How could I? We left Eden minutes ago, and we didn't have to think about them like that there. Only that serpent would have left us alone. He won't really.
He won't leave us alone. And neither will God.
You're right. I guess I have to face the inevitable, but I just wish I could say goodbye to Eden. It was our first home. Goodbye, Eden. Farewell, paradise. Home of love, home of peace, home of joy, home of God. Will I ever see you again? Ever wonder
But it doesn't stay that way all the time. Life outside of Eden wasn't all that bad, just like it is all bad today.
But isn't it the same as an Eden?
Sure isn't. Just watch the news for 5 minutes and soon you'll find that out.
But here they come. Looks like they're carrying the first child ever born on Earth.
Oh, Adam. He looks just like you.
Well, I mean, maybe. He might have my hairline. maybe my little nose, but those are your eyes. Big, dark, and luminous.
Well, I'll admit, he is beautiful. But still, everything was so perfect in Eden. It was the perfect place to raise a child. And here, it's just so unfamiliar, so strange. And I wonder what will become of him. Who will he be? Little boy, who are you?
Who are you?
Firstborn on earth, who are you?
Who are you?
Each time that I hold you so close to my breast, my heart is at peace and my mind is at rest. For I look in your eyes and I think I can see a reflection of Eden and what might still be. So little boy, who are you?
Who are you?
Will he be angel from heaven or demon from hell? God is silent and distant, so how can I tell? Are you he who was promised, the Redeemer of man? Will you trample on Satan? And if you do, when? All these questions perplex me as I cry out in vain. Oh, child, won't you answer as I ask you again? Little boy, who are you?
Who are you?
We named our firstborn Cain, and then our second was Abel. He was very different from his brother. And actually, they didn't get along. And in the end, Cain murdered Abel. You mothers maybe can understand or imagine how I felt. Just 1,000 thoughts flooded my mind. Where had we gone wrong? What had we done wrong? But there was no precedent. This was the first child ever in the world. There were no experts to consult, no books to read on how to rear your child. So Cain left home. And then Seth came, and he grew, and he gave us grandchildren, and well, so did Cain, but we never did meet them. But Seth's kids, they were amazing. You grandparents, I'm sure, understand what I'm talking about. But as people multiplied on the earth, things got out of hand. And it actually got really bad. And then God became angry at his creation. And that's where my story ends. Mr. and Mrs. Noah, everyone's waiting for you. You're next. You simply have to hear their story. It's amazing.
Whoa. Finally! Dry land again! Oh, it's getting cramped up in there. Getting claustrophobic. It was like a year.
Me too. And a bit seasick as well. But God has kept his word. But do you remember what it was like, though, building that ark for years and years and years? Everyone making fun of us. But when the rains began, they all wanted in. I can just hear everyone clamoring to get in our boat. I probably would have let some in, but God himself shut the door. Still, it was awful to hear them. I still have nightmares about it.
Oh, I do too. But listen, we're safe now. We're safe, and the family's safe, the kids, all the animals are good, and
now we're on dry land. And that rainbow, just look at it. It's actually God's promise that he'll never send another flood like this ever again. I've never seen anything like it. It makes me feel like singing as well as dancing.
whew, I can't believe, a morbid temperament like mine, I can't believe you don't got it. On the ark, you kept us all laughing.
Well, at least I'm good for something in this male-oriented world.
Oh, wait, come on. You're good at everything. Almost everything. You're cooking a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Wait. You're singing. You're brilliant. You're brilliant at singing. You would sing all day and all night. Well, almost all the time. Hey, give us a song, and once you get going, I'll jump in with you, okay?
Just call me Mrs. No One, for you do not know my name. I've seen a rainbow just the same. It filled the sky and touched the earth, it beautified my soul. It made me know that floods are past, and God is satisfied at last, and he is in control.
I'm Abraham's servant, his most trusted servant, Eliezer. Abraham's story comes after the flood in the Bible, and it's quite a story. But as this is all about women tonight, we can't go into that.
I wish we could.
So do I. She had Abraham send me and my son Ishmael into the desert.
Yes. But my son was the promised child, right? And actually, Hagar and I haven't made it up, even after all these years. But really, 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 I think we're both to blame. I mean, Abraham had Hagar sent away because
Isaac was the golden child. He was the favorite.
and your son was always bullying my son.
Well,
Always!
he was the oldest. Haven't you ever heard of brothers bullying brothers?
Oh, but your son, he took it a step further. I mean, he
Wait! Order, please. You can study it through another time. It's lasts for centuries. You're not going to solve it all in one night. Go on, sorry for the interruption.
Well, I came a long, long way to find a wife for my master's son Isaac. And I really think I've found the right one. Her name is Rebecca. And she's beautiful. There's no doubt about it. She came to draw water at the well outside of town, and I asked her for a drink. She not only gave me a drink, she said she'd water my camels. All 10 of them. So I gave her a gold ring and 2 golden bracelets. That's when she invited me home to her brother Laban's house. And it turns out that he's distantly related to Abraham. I wasn't really sure last night what he would think about her coming away with me. But this morning, the whole family has decided she is to be Isaac's wife. The trouble is, when? That's the big question. You see, my master Abraham's getting old, and he's really anxious to have this settled before he passes. Up until now, she hasn't had a lot of say in the matter. But Laban's going to put the question to her now. Let's see what her answer will be.
Will you go with this man, Rebecca, to a strange and distant land? Will you travel with him, Rebecca, over miles of desert sand?
Will I go? Will I go? Will I go with this man? Is my answer yes? Is my answer no? Go from friends, go from home, go from country, to marry a man I do not know.
He sends a woman
Just keep your head, Rebecca.
remember us, Rebecca.
Don't leave your friends behind. Just stay a while first, Rebecca. Enjoy yourself first, Rebecca. But try a bit more, Rebecca. And then, well, you can go.
Will you go with this man, Rebecca, to a strange and distant land? Will you travel with him, Rebecca, over miles of desert sand?
God calls, I will go. It's His plan, I will go. Goodbye, family. Goodbye, country. I've made up my mind, I will go.
Blessings, blessings, Rebecca. Blessings on you today. Go in peace, my sister. God bless you on your way. Blessings, blessings, Rebecca. Rebecca, blessings on you today. Go in peace, my sister, God bless you on your way. Blessings, blessings, Rebecca.
I was scared to death when I left my family and friends that day to go with a strange man to a strange place to marry men I had never seen before. But arranged marriages was how it was done in my day. Although, I admit, I think if I really wanted to, I could have said no. I'm glad I didn't. Isaac was a good husband. We had 2 kids, Jacob and Esau. Jacob was my favorite, and Esau was Isaac's. And please, please, learn from our mistakes. Never give in to favoritism. It causes piles of trouble.
It sure does. I'm Leah, one of your daughters-in-law. Your son Jacob preferred Rachel over me.
But you had far more children than I did, so you can't complain.
Sorry, ladies, but we have to move on. Please continue your discussion another time.
Okay, and so Jacob, Isaac's son, had 2 wives, Leah and Rachel. They were sisters, but didn't get along very well because Jacob preferred Rachel.
There you go, favoritism again.
Yes, it was horrible. He loved Rachel more than he did me, but I bore him more children.
Well, I bore him Joseph and Benjamin, and Joseph became Pharaoh's right-hand man, ruling all of Egypt, and when
Silence, ladies! We have to get on with the program without too many interruptions. Tell you the truth though, I am so glad my dad lives here right now. Several hundred years have passed since Joseph helped rule Egypt, and the children of Israel multiplied and multiplied, and so...
Stop jumping ahead. And now enjoy the next scene, which is all about the ladies who saved baby Moses from being killed by Pharaoh.
Stronger every day, every year. They'll rise up against us with force. That's our fear, that's our fear. There's only one thing to do. There's only one thing to say. Destroy the boys. Just destroy the boys. Hebrew midwives, come to me. I have decided you're the key. A baby's life is in your hands, so you must understand, this is now my royal command. Destroy the boys!
Should not. We dare not.
Lord Pharaoh, there is something we think you ought to know.
Yeah?
The Hebrew boys are born. The Hebrew boys still grow.
Am I asking too much here? Search every Hebrew house. Seize every Hebrew son. This is my royal command, and simply must be done. Let me make you an offer you can't refuse. It's the story of the boy.
Soldiers are searching high and low for every Hebrew baby boy.
Put him in the basket, Mother. It's watertight and safe.
But it's so hard. He's still so tiny. Is he this child of the river? I cannot tell, but I know that God is the giver, and all will be well. So I'll call him Moses, that will please me. I'll call him Moses, and when he'll rise to me, he'll remember his history. By his name, Moses, his name is Moses, Moses, Moses.
I lost him on the river as it took him in its flow.
I found him and I named him, and then I watched him grow. I bore him and I loved him, and I let him go. Moses, Moses, Moses.
Yes, I let him go. That's always hard for a mother to do. But he was called by God to lead the Israelites into the promised land. But he never saw it himself. He just, or never made it there himself. He just saw it from a distance. But he had spies that he sent in to spy out the land. And actually the next lady, Rahab, who's getting ready to come out on stage, she hid them. And so then they were able to...
But Rahab's ready to come on stage.
My name is Rahab. I'm the person who hid the two Hebrew spies when they came to invade our land. I was a pretty notorious sinner at the time. But I knew that I should help these men. Well, they promised in return that they would save me when they came back to conquer our land. Listen, I think I hear them coming now. I'm going to see if they'll keep their word. I said I would hang a scarlet cord from my window so they would know which one was my house. So here goes.
Hurrah! The walls of Jericho are falling. Hurrah! The sound of victory is calling. Let's raise all houses to the ground till not one living soul is found.
No, you can't. You see that one? One with the scarlet cord hanging from the window? We're not to touch it.
What? Rahab? Why should she live? With a bad reputation, she's the shame of the nation. No, she'll die like all the rest.
I told you orders from Joshua himself. We can't disobey orders. Besides, that is where Rahab hid her spies. She saved their lives. That's the reason she's to be spared. Wait, listen. She's singing.
You can't destroy me. I'm one of you. I follow your God. I'm one of you. Your God will judge me and will acquit me. It's him I serve. I'm one of you.
She can't be one of us. She's a heathen.
How do you know? She might have converted to the faith. Miracles do happen.
Listen, I'm your superior. Or have you forgotten? So you have to listen to me. Now let's get on with this job and get it done.
Please save me. I'm one of you. Oh yes, I may not look like you, talk like you, think like you, walk like you, but believe it or not, I'm one of you.
Prove it.
Look at my window, for dangling there is a scarlet cord. It saved your man, and then they promised they would remember when in the future they would come again.
Listen, who's coming now?
Spare her. She's one of us. Save her. She's one of us. Look at that scarlet cord on the window. That's how we were let down and escaped. An Israelite never forgets it. Always remembers the vow sticks. We tell you, she is one of us.
Oh, thank God you're here at last. Thank God it's not too late. Thank God I kept my faith. Thank God the worst is past. Scarlet corn, crimson topaz, living faith, promise spoken. I came to believe when I heard what your God could do. That made me decide that in spite of my past, I'd be one of you. Precious cord, my hope, my salvation. You point me to God and to this nation.
You are one of us. Welcome to Israel. Praise God. You are one of us. Welcome to Israel. Praise God. You are one of
My name is Jael. You may not recognize me, but in my day, I'm pretty notorious. You see, when King Sisera was fleeing through the desert from warrior Barak's and Deborah's armies, I invited him into my tent. I gave him sustenance and got him to fall into a deep sleep. And then I used this and a few nails to do the rest. Look, I know it's very short. War isn't very pretty in the best of times, is it? God did use us women and warrior Barak to defeat his enemy.
And so we conclude.
Very good.
Deborah, we wouldn't have won without jail. When the going got tough and God's men weren't enough, it took the women to win the war. So together we won the battle, and so together we won the war. When the going got tough and God's grace was enough, so together, we won the war.
There will now be a 15-minute intermission, and I promise no one will nail your head to the floor.
So, who's next on the list?
Ruth and Naomi. I'm not sure I would have had Ruth's courage to go to Israel with her mother-in-law and leave everything behind her. Her sister-in-law Orpah certainly didn't.
No, she didn't, but I think you would have. Well, I suppose it would be good for your mother-in-law was. You'd better make sure when you get married, she'll be someone you could follow anyway.
Maybe I'll never get married. Marriage seems too complicated, but here they come.
Well, okay, girls. I guess it's time to say goodbye. You both have been like real daughters to me, so it's going to be really hard leaving you knowing that I probably will never see you again. But it's better that both of you stay here and marry someone that you know and trust.
No. I'm going with you. There's nothing left for me here. Nothing.
Stay here, Ruth. Please don't come with me. Stay here, Ruth. This is where you should be. Stay here, Ruth. God will take care of me, so it's better if you stay.
Where you go, I'll go. Where you live, I'll live. What you do, I'll do. What you give, I'll give. Your God will be mine. Your country too. And not even death could part me and you.
But why, Ruth? Why would you come with me?
Sometimes when all is dull and gray, and you're reeling from life's loss, and the God you've known maybe isn't real, all you can do is follow. And
made up your mind, Ruth?
So together we'll go to Israel. We'll make our home in Israel. We'll worship God in Israel. And I shall be blessed. And you shall be blessed.
And she was blessed, very blessed.
Yes, she was David's family, right?
Yes, and she was a part of Jesus' family tree, even though she was a Moabite and not an Israelite.
That's something else.
Please learn from my mistakes and be kind to immigrants. I sure wish that Omi had been my mother-in-law.
Wait. I know there's no record in the Bible of us ever making it up. Hagar, but will you please forgive me? I know how. Will you?
We all know the story of Samuel pretty well, but have we thought much about his mother, Hannah? Well, we're going to let our imaginations roam a bit. Wait, we've been doing that all night. As you listen to Hannah's story, just remember that it was thought to be some curse of God if you didn't have any children. And although Hannah's husband loves her very much, his other wife, Peninnah, would mock her and make life miserable.
So, this would be really interesting. The story introduces Samuel as well. Remember when he was in bed at the temple and God called to him?
Yeah, I wonder what it's like having God actually calling your name. It must feel cool and scary at the same time.
Yes, and Samuel?
Shh! They're coming on stage now.
No child, she has absolutely no child. Not a baby in her arms, not an infant at her breast. Why has God shot her wounds so she can find no rest? What has she done? How has she sinned? As for me, I am blessed.
She is right. She's blessed. As for me, well, I have no child. I have absolutely no child. Not a baby in my arms. Not an infant at my breast. Why has God shot my womb till I can find rest? Am I done? Only sin. Oh God, I long to be Oh God! God! See my despair. Hear my prayer. See how she mocks me day and night. Oh God, take away my shame. Take away this pain. Please hear my prayer. Give me a child.
I'll never forget the day that Hannah came and knelt at the temple of Tabernacle. I've never seen anyone in such agony of spirit. But I must confess, at first I rebuked her. Her lips were moving, but no sound was coming out. I thought she was drunk. But then, as I watched, I could tell that she was praying, and she was praying with an uncommon passion. And so I went to her and I said, "Daughter, whatever you have prayed for, God will surely answer your prayer." And she got up and went on her way, comforted, I hope. A year passed, and it came time for the annual animal sacrifice again. And Hannah's husband was among those pilgrims that came, and he sought me out. And he told me that Hannah, who had been childless for so long, had had a baby. She had had a baby boy. God had indeed answered her prayer. I can't begin to imagine how overwhelmed with joy she must have felt.
Imagine thinking someone was drunk and they were just praying. But Hannah wasn't just praying. She was desperate. It must have sounded and acted almost crazy. But her prayer was answered.
One child, I have absolutely one child. See this baby in my arms, see this infant at my breast. My God has heard my prayer, and their thumbs sweet rest. Now I will praise all of my days, and all can see that I am blessed.
Hannah's husband told me that she had promised God, she had vowed to God, that if he would only give her a baby boy, she would return that child to the service of the Lord. And so I knew the day would come when Hannah and her son would walk down that road to this place, and the boy would be left to live with me and assist me in my service to the Lord God of Israel.
Well, it's come to that time that my young boy Samuel here will be leaving home, and it is nearly killing me to do so. I made a promise to God that I would get him back, and I will.
See
young Samuel came to live with me, a man old enough to be his grandfather, but he never complained. And as for me, it could be difficult keeping up with a young boy, but I felt like God was giving me a second chance. My own two sons had brought great shame on the family and on the tabernacle. But with Samuel, things could be different. And then it was the night when God called Samuel by name. And I knew at that moment that Samuel would be a true prophet of the Lord of Abraham, Isaac, and Joseph, the Lord God of Israel.
Has anybody ever heard God's voice? I mean, literally, heard him speak like Samuel did?
No, but maybe I don't listen like Samuel did.
But he wasn't listening, he was sleeping.
Yes, but if God wanted you to be a prophet like Samuel, maybe you'd hear his voice too.
Maybe. But I think he can speak in other ways too. Like through the Bible, or through sermons, or
your sister.
It must have been so hard for my mother to give me up. But she knew God would take care of me, and he has. And I want you all to know that even though she did this, and I do admit I did miss her and Dad terribly, I still consider her the best mother in the world. She only gave back what she was given. Gift of love, gift from heaven. I was always safest in God's care, safer with him than
One child I have, absolutely one child, now a prophet of the Lord, now a preacher of the word. Thou hast heard my prayer, and I have found sweet rest. Now I'll praise all my days, for through this child, we are blessed.
You know, I was reading about Bathsheba today in my devotionals.
Really? She's quite controversial, you know.
Controversial? How? I think it's pretty clear. She seduced King David. I mean, she had a bathtub on the rooftop where he could see her. Come on.
I'm not so sure. The Bible is clear that Jacob was on a rooftop, but it's not so clear where Bathsheba was. She was doing a ritual cleansing, which could have happened in a courtyard, visible from David's rooftop. Anyway, I think that besides, she could not have refused the king even if she wanted to, could she?
No, I guess not. And the Bible doesn't condemn her. Only King David.
You're right. I guess it's not that important how much she was or was not to blame. It's pretty obvious that she was forgiven. Otherwise, God would not have chosen her son Solomon to be king after David.
Right. And she is part of Christ's genealogy. That's pretty
Jesus is called the son of David. I mean, he was a bit of a...
Maybe, but he's also pretty remarkable. I mean, think of the Psalms. How many people go to the Psalms for comfort?
Well, I'm Bathsheba. Yes, I'm Bathsheba. I've been in movies and books. I'm in stories and plays. I've been dissected and discussed in all sorts of ways. Yes, I'm Bathsheba. Well, opinion is varied from century to century about who I am even. Some say I'm a villain or I'm a victim. Seductress, abused. Well, I'm naive, I'm cunning, exonerated, accused. My name is Bathsheba, but the one I prefer is simply forgiven. My name is forgiven. Just call me forgiven. Forgiven more than you'll ever know. Forgiven, washed whiter than the snow. My name is forgiven. Just call me forgiven. Forgiven.
Stop. Bathsheba, I've got to sing that song with you. God didn't condemn you. God condemned me. I mean, if anybody asks God's forgiveness, it would be I. I've been blessed with so much, and then I abuse that blessing. I may be known by friends and enemies alike as David, King of Israel, but I have another name.
Forgiven, just our name is forgiven. Just call us forgiven. Forgiven more than we'll ever know. Forgiven, washed whiter than the snow. Our name is forgiven. Just call us forgiven. Forgiven. Yes, I'm Bathsheba.
And I'm David.
Now I can see.
You've probably heard my story before. I'm known as the little captive maid from Israel. I now live in Syria, which is far away from my home. I'm a servant in Naaman's household, and they treat me well, but I miss my home terribly. For convenience sake, you can call me Naomi.
Naomi! Naomi!
That would be the other servants, calling me to go to town with them. Let me deal with them, and then I'll finish my story.
Naomi, come to the temple with us. It'll be great feasting.
No, I've already told you. I'm a Jewess from Israel. I can't go where they worship other gods.
Oh, just this once. Besides, we all worship false gods, as you call them. You take your religion way too seriously. There's really good food at the temple. You must be hungry. I know you missed breakfast. And nobody will see you. Your parents are not here, and nobody in this house even cares.
Yes, but my God will see me. I know that you guys are just trying to help, but this really doesn't. Besides, I know the cook, and if I ask her, she'll give me food. Just go. Enjoy yourselves.
Okay, you insist.
Oh, by the way, have you heard the latest?
No, what?
Our master, Naaman, he has leprosy. What that means for us, I don't know.
Leprosy. Now what are we going to do? I'm a captive maid from Israel. My home is back in Israel. I left my heart in Israel. I'm a little captive maid. Israel really powerful enough to cure him? Maybe now I'm just losing my faith. What was that song my mother used to sing?
God is your home, child, wherever you may be. He hears your prayers, child, and will answer them. Wait and see. Never forget, child, no matter where you roam. When it's day and it's light, when it's dark and it's night, that God is your home. When it's day and it's night, when it's dark and it's night, God is my home.
Healed, cured, I'm made clean. I now believe in the God of Israel.
It's true. I can't believe it. Thank you a million times.
Oh no, don't thank me. Thank the God of Israel. He is the one true God.
You know, Naomi, we have not been worshiping your God.
Yes, but my God can be your God too.
Then I will believe in him, just as my husband has done.
I must be about the age of that Captain Mick. Well, I'm certainly not a slave in Syria, miles from home, and I'm not in the middle of a bunch of heathen. Or am I? School seems pretty heathen sometimes. And I know some kids need healing. Oh, maybe not of leprosy though, but there are other things just as gross.
our program with Esther's story. She was a Jewess who became queen in heathen court when the king's wife, Vashti, disappointed him. He searched the country for a beautiful wife to take her place, and Esther was chosen. You can read about it in the book of Esther. Nobody except Esther's uncle knew she was a Jewess, and he had just heard the news that all Jews were to be killed on a certain day as part of a plot hatched by the cruel Haman who hated the Jews like poison.
She was one brave woman.
She was, but she knew she would die, and thousands with her if she didn't go into the king. She really had no choice. But still, she's one brave young woman. Look, she's coming out again, smiling slightly. It mustn't have gone too badly.
Well, it's not quite over yet, but at least I've survived. And I don't think that murderer Haman will. He doesn't deserve to. And once I go to the banquet with him and the king and tell everything, well, you can imagine the rest.
Well, in the end, it was Haman who ended up dead. Not Esther, nor Mordecai, nor all the millions of Jews Esther saved by her bravery.
Pray, oh pray, Israel, Esther has gone to the king. Praise, oh praise, Israel, Esther has saved everything.
Shout for joy here at the palace. God heard my prayer here at the palace. So let us sing our joyful hymn. All glory be to Elohim. Remember praise belongs to Him in this palace.
Please join me. Let's praise God together, all of us.
We are linked together by grace in every age, in every place, regardless of creed, regardless of race. We are linked together, bound together. We are woven together by grace, by grace, by grace. We are bound together by God's grace.
So that's it, right?
Oh, actually, it's not. It's just the beginning. When I was going through literal hell after being put out of the garden, I kept reminding myself of the promises of God, that one day the serpent would be defeated through my offspring. A Redeemer would come at last.
And to find out what happens next, you should come and see the New Testament version of Let the Women Sing.